Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope you're well. I haven't done a little beauty makeup video in a while, so bear with me. We need to ease back into this, but I thought I would just sit down and chat you through some new products that I've received in PR recently, some bits that I might have purchased myself, and do kind of like an updated summary skin makeup. Like, there's a lot of new products that I'm loving. There's stuff that I've either not tried or only tried once that I feel like I want to show you. Make sure you give the video a like, subscribe if you're not already. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok. They're linked below. Let's get started. The only thing with like filming YouTube videos is I can't listen to music while I'm doing it because we don't want to be copyrighted. I've done my toner, my eye cream, my serum, but I have like a primer moisturizer that I want to use. Honestly, I have so much newness recently that I haven't filmed like a sit down YouTube video in so long. I do speak about a lot of stuff on my IG stories and like in little TikToks, but it's not quite the same, is it? Like sitting down, fully getting ready, grabbing yourself a snack or a drink and just like putting it on in the background, or whether you're getting ready along with me. But these are some primers that I have been really liking recently, and they're quite new to me. The Refy, the Glow and Sculpt Face Primer. Really like this. I was also invited into the Pixie store in London a few weeks ago. I went with my manager and picked out some bits. So this Flawless and Poreless Primer, mattifying, is really nice because I've got an oily T-zone. This I got on Look Fantastic. The Ordinary High Adherence Silicone Primer, blurring and smoothing. Anything that's like blurring, mattifying, smoothing, I literally love. But the one I've been really liking recently is from the Glow Recipe. This is the Strawberry BHA Pore Smooth Blur Drop. So it's kind of like a skincare serum, but also pore refining and blurring as like a primer. Even though it says strawberry, I don't really think it smells like strawberries. Let me put my little headband on. Get this hair out of my face. There we are. It's a little bit better. Sometimes I'll do my eyebrows first. I'm really not that fussy. I think I'm just going to go for more of a natural kind of brow. I'm not going to stick them up or anything because this is just easy, summery, quite light, simple makeup. This isn't new to me. I've had this for probably like 2 months or so, but I am obsessed. Like, I don't think everyone has gotten on the hype of this yet, like they did with the e.l.f. or like the collection. I actually think this is probably the closest thing to the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. It's from Rimmel London, multitasker, better than filters. So it's same kind of thing. It's just that thinner consistency. It doesn't have tons of coverage, but I find it really evens out the skin and there's like a nice radiant base. It's not like super shiny and super glowy that you look insane. And I got mine in the shade 004 Light Medium, which I think is the perfect shade for me. So I'm just gonna lightly buff that in. I was really surprised at some of the new like skin tints and like serum type of foundations that I've tried recently that actually cover really nicely. I don't need a super full coverage foundation. I feel like sometimes you can actually see texture more when you use something that's quite thick rather than something that kind of looks like skin but at least colour corrects it, you know what I mean? Just giving me a nice bit of colour. Like, I would go out of the house like this. I actually did the other day. I put bronzing drops on, put this on, filled my brows in a little bit, did a tiny bit of brown mascara, like the Clarins lip oil, and I was out the door. And then I've had a few new foundations, but like in terms of skin tints, of course the Maybelline Superstay Skin Tint has been one of my favourites for a little while now. I've got 2 shades of that. I tend to use shade 23, so I do really like this. But I don't know why it's taken me so long to try this, because L'Oreal's such a classic brand. I used to use the True Match foundation when I was younger. It's the True Match Nude Plumping Tinted Serum. I got the shade 4 to 5 medium, so it's good for when I've got tan. But again, this has got like skincare benefits in it, kind of like the Maybelline one. But I actually really liked it. I've only used it once so far the other day, so this is quite new to me. Again, I got it on Look Fantastic with a voucher that they kindly gave me. It surprised me of how it made my skin look. Oh, I didn't pick any up. This colour's probably a slight bit too dark, but it just like disappears, but also it looks like skin. You can see like my few breakouts and spots here, but in person it doesn't accentuate them at all. It literally just kind of colour corrects smooths it over. My skin looks really nice and natural and radiant, and obviously I can go in then and add some more coverage where I need it with concealer. So I think I'm, yeah, being converted to skin tints, especially for summer when it's, well, I was gonna say when it's warm outside. It's literally the middle of July and it's cloudy and a bit grey and it's not very warm. So where is summer? That's my question, is where is summer? Concealer wise, I've been liking these two. These are fairly new. I've used them a few times, but again, I've got these both in PR. It's just like insane to me. The Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Concealer matches the foundation perfectly. It's such a nice concealer. But when I want a bit more coverage and something bright under the eyes, something I know is not gonna fail me, the Huda Beauty concealer, I really like this. I find that it doesn't like settle too badly under my eyes, even though it's quite like a full coverage, like filter type of concealer. I don't know, it's really nice. I got this in the shade Meringue, so obviously it's quite light, lighting up the centre of my face. How nice is that? And then I just take a little bit of this over my lids just to counteract any discoloration under there. How has everyone been anyway? I feel like if you do like to sit down and watch my chatty videos, like, I'm sorry, I've just not really been here, have I? I've been enjoying the vlogs and the holiday vlogs and my trips away, which they won't stop just because I enjoy them myself, but I haven't really been filming much like just at home. So I kind of want to get back into the swing of that, like I said before. I've been dying to go on holiday recently. I was literally trying to beg anyone to come away with me this weekend, but this was like 2 weeks ago, trying to plan something, and like no one was free, no one had any money, no one could get holidays, like time off. So I'm not going anywhere, unfortunately. Me and the girls are going to Tenby for like our annual girls caravan weekend at the end of this month. I don't know what's going on. I don't think you're going to be able to see properly on here. I've been really liking the Vive setting spray. Let's see if this will help. I am not convinced that's going to work. Okay, so is this video going to be a flop, or shall we continue? Cream, bronzer and blush. I've been after cream bronzers, something new, something different for months, and I found one that I really like. I tend to keep reaching for this the most at the moment, which is the Bronzer from Be Perfect Cosmetics in the shade Pecan. I feel like this is just a really nice neutral but slightly warm tone. It's not too orange. And then I also have the Maybelline Sunkissed or Sunkisser blush, but it's like a bronzy shade in the shade 12 Summer in the City. I really like this. Just a few dabs. I find it blends really nicely. So I do have somewhere to be after this. I think I'm going out for lunch with a friend. And I've been working a little bit this morning. I just had some content to edit for a client. Tomorrow will probably be a bit more of a worky day. I wanted to film some bits today just because I haven't put makeup on all week, and I was feeling a little bit like meh. I feel like I needed a bit of a pick-me-up, remind myself, you know, I can look put together. I'm trying really carefully not to disturb anything else on my face, but I don't think it's working. I'm such a pinky blush lover. I have so many. Like, picked this up the other day, Strawberry Cream, kind of similar to Sweet Cheeks. Or I was sent the Huda Beauty blushes. These are really nice. Or I've got the Giorgio Armani one. Like, you can tell the type of blush that I tend to go for, but I kind of, because I want to use this bronzy thing, I kind of want to do like a peachy, golden, summery look for you guys. Another Made by Mitchell colour that I really like is Melon Sorbet, because it's a peachier colour. This is really nice. I do have a Huda Beauty one that I haven't tried yet in Peach Sorbet. Maybe we try this one because I've not tried it. This one going to be too bright. Peach Sorbet. Let's give it a go. I think they blend out quite nicely. They're not too pigmented, from what I remember anyway. I don't really like the applicator on these though. They're not the best. That wasn't really working, was it? It's a bit better. And they actually smell incredible as well. And I'm going to go in with a little bit of this Maybelline bronzy one just to kind of, ooh, just just to give a nice warm glow in between them both. Let's hope that the powder will bring this together, shall we? For powder, this I've had again for a few weeks, but it's kind of like a new favourite. I'd never tried it before. It's the Laura Mercier translucent powder, but the ultra blur, and I do genuinely feel like this helps to blur the skin more, especially the pores. I'm gonna use my little Trigwell puff, and I kind of dab off some excess in here, and then I blend it into my hand. Just gently working that in. That's helping. Can you see how like this is nice and blurred and kind of set? This is still obviously shiny on my head. Powder bronzer hasn't really changed for me. I did pick up the HNB bronzer a few weeks ago, but it has a lot of like fallout kickback for me that I feel like it gets quite messy, so my MAC Give Me Sun is my go-to classic, and I like to just use a tapered fluffy brush just to pat this into the skin gently first. And then for powder blush, I kind of wanted to go against what I had done. When I do a pink cheek, this is probably my favourite from Armani Beauty. Again, got this scent in PR, like what the hell, but I've had this for a little while now and I am obsessed. It's in the shade 51. Yeah, because I've gone a bit more peachy, I'm kind of counteracting that. So I think I might just do my Milani Luminoso shade 05, because it's a little bit peachier, pinky. Just take a fluffy brush and just dust that towards the top of my cheekbone. Look at that glow. I feel like you can never really have too much blush, if I'm honest. Then I do tend to move on to my eyebrows, and I don't kind of mind that I've got makeup in them, to be honest, because I just brush it through a little bit. The two pencils that I've been really liking, Urban Decay Brow Blade and the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I think I'm going to use Brow Blade because it's a bit of a darker colour, but I just really like that one end's like a inky pen stain and the other is a twist up pencil. I don't really do anything crazy, to be honest. I kind of just really gently fill in a bit of a line and then I feather it up from there. I don't want it to look like a line at the top. I'd rather it look a bit more like a bushy feathered. Just little light strokes building it up like that, and I feel like it's literally the most simple brow. It's just my brow, but better. To be fair, I was using the Rough Eye Brow Sculpt gently over the top of it. But the other day I actually picked up the Anastasia Brow Freeze Gel. I've only used this once or twice so far. I think this is a mini one. And this really reminds me of the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. And that used to be my fave brow gel when I worked at Benefit. I would obviously use it all the time. And yeah, I just stroke them up so you can see the top of it. It looks like fluffy and a bit more hair-like. We've got two matching brows, summery kind of eyes. I don't really do a lot of eyeshadow. I will pretty much just use my bronzer through my crease still, something really simple, and then a little eyeliner wing. I just take a fluffy brush with my bronzer and focus it more on like the outer half and the outer corner, just to give a little bit of dimension through the crease. Then I take a tiny little angled brush and a dark brown from a palette just to create a tiny little wing. Literally, that's it. Just like that, super simple. And then I bought these curlers recently, which are from NARS, because I needed some new ones that had a good bit of tension on them. And my lashes have got so much longer because I've been using a lash serum, and I found some really nice mascaras that like work for keeping my lashes nice and long. But that serum from Glow for it is actually doing bits. But I just give these a nice curl. Right, now for mascara, I've got quite a few. My old classic ones I've probably talked about on every social platform before. I mean, look at the state of this one. The Maybelline The Falsie Surreal was like one of my favourites. Then I was sent the YSL Lash Clash mascara. Still love these ones, but these are quite new to me. The Maybelline Firework one I'm really liking, and then I had this the other day from Rimmel London, the Thrill Seeker. I love like the packaging of all of these, and these two have been really lovely as well. So I think I'm going to use one of these two because they're quite new to me. So maybe we'll use this one, but I don't go right down to the base of my lashes first. You see that? I think my lashes on my right side are longer than my left. Okay, so I think I might do a last spritz of some setting spray now that my mascara's pretty much dried. And then this isn't new, but I forgot I had it. The MAC Strip Down. Look how small this is now. I literally need to order myself another one. This is kind of new. I've had it for a few weeks. Some people might hate this kind of colour. It's literally like foundation lips colour, but with a darker liner. I really like it. I really like a true nude lip. This is from Doll Beauty in the shade FOMO. Dab a little bit of that. Gorgeous colour. This is quite new as well. I was going to use an old thing, but this I've only used once before, from Pixie again. Their Honey Sheen lip gloss is such a gorgeous nude colour. Oh, and it's got a slight like menthol tingle to it as well. Feels like I've got a chewing gum in. Trigwell Cosmetics have literally just come out with this freckle floret, kind of like broccoli shaped faux freckle maker thing, and I'm kind of intrigued because it looks really natural and cool. Like when people dot them on themselves, I know I would just make a mess of it, so I kind of feel like if I had that, that would add like a really nice like summery freckle look over my nose and my cheeks. But I think this is where we're gonna leave it. Like I feel like I just look nice and sun-kissed and bronzed, and like the skin's still natural, it still looks like skin. This is like a go-to kind of look, but just a little bit more summery for me. And yeah, this is the finished summery skin with some new products that I just had to put you guys onto. So let me know if anything interests you, or if there's anything that you think I should try, if they're like similar to the things in my routine at the moment. I will link as much as I can down below for you guys, along with any discount codes that might get you some money off. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. Let me know if you kind of like having these chatty makeup beauty videos back. It's definitely been a while, but I've enjoyed sitting here and like just chatting a bit more. It's different to making a TikTok or an Instagram reel. Yeah, I'm excited to edit this and get it up for you ASAP. I'm gonna get my ass into gear. Thanks so much. Hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye.